story. I've gained a lot of weight, but you know, it's never too late to start back. You can claim your life back, right? And I am going to start the journey to claiming my life back. Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. The fact that you're watching this video, it means that I've actually gone through with the crazy idea of starting a YouTube channel. So my persons that know me, they will understand when I say that this is a crazy idea for me, because I'm the type of person that prefers to do all the work in the background and then send somebody else on stage, you know, to get the applause and everything. I don't like being in front of the camera. So yeah, the fact that there's a camera in front of me right now that is doing a video, I am way outside of my comfort zone. But guess what? 2022, we're punching fear in the face. Right, we're gonna get some things done. We're gonna step out our comfort zone, right? And we are going to just do it, because we can't win if we don't start, right? So the reason I decided to start a YouTube channel is because I know that there are a lot of people out there that are in the same position that I'm in. And I am about to start something great. I am about to make a change, and I want to take persons along that journey with me. And what I'm talking about is weight loss. So a lot of persons like myself were either comfortable with their weight pre the pandemic, or they were on their way losing weight. They were on their way to their goal weight, right? Then came the pandemic. For me, I was at 100, between 165 and 167 when the pandemic hit. My goal weight was actually 160. I was coming from 200 pounds, and I was between 5 and 7 pounds away from my goal weight, right? Typically, I don't stay in the house and exercise and that sort of thing. I go walking, I go jogging, I interact with people. In the community that I live, we have a hill that we use for exercise. So in the mornings or in the afternoons, persons walking or running up the hill. There's a ball field across from me that persons use to jog in the morning. So I would participate in all of those activities where you're seeing people doing the same thing that you're doing. I would go to the gym. Again, that's another place where you're seeing people, you're interacting with people, and you know that, all right, you're not just doing this by yourself. There are other people out there that is also doing it. So that's the type of activities that I would do pre the pandemic. But when the pandemic hit, most of the country, I mean, everybody just retreated inside their homes. You know, we had lockdowns, the gyms were closed. You know, you couldn't, the normal routine that you had just went completely through the window, through the door. And so a lot of the things that I would normally do, the get up early, the jogging, the walking, the gym, all of that kind of just over time just completely went downhill, right? And not only that, typically, you know, you would go to the market, you get your fresh produce, your fresh vegetable, you know, all of that too somehow went downhill with the lockdowns, etc. So I started eating things that I would not normally eat. You know, the sugary drinks, the rice, the excessive carbs, you know, bread, biscuit, all of those things. And before you know it, 2 years I gained a lot of weight, right? In another video, I'm going to do a detailed weigh-in, so you'll see how much weight I've actually gained. But yes, that is basically my story. I've gained a lot of weight, but you know, it's never too late to start back. You can claim your life back, right? And I'm going to start the journey to claiming my life back. I operate a lot better. My mind is clearer. I function a lot better when I'm at a normal weight, and for me that would be between 160 and 170. And so, you know, I feel a lot better, and that's what I'm aiming to. So if you're like me, I am encouraging you, hit subscribe. I'm just starting the journey, and so you can start with me and we can lose this weight together, right? I could have waited for like the next 6 months, and then I just post a picture on Instagram to say this is pre, right? And this is post. Hey guys, I've lost 50 pounds, I've lost 60 pounds. But I chose not to do that, because those pictures, they create an illusion that losing weight is easy, right? I see a lot of persons posting those two pictures, and when people say, oh, what did you do? You know, they say, oh, lemon tea and cinnamon, and not that they didn't do that, but you know, we all know that that is not the only thing, you know. It's a rough journey. You have bad days, you have days you feel like you want to give up, you have days that you sleep and you eat, you know, all the bad stuff. A lot of things happen on the journey to weight loss. And so I don't want to just show you the final picture. I don't want to just pop and yeah, I've lost 60 pounds, I've lost 70 pounds. I want to give persons an opportunity to also lose weight. And so that is why I decided that I'm going to start this channel, so that I can just record my journey step by step, with the hope that I can also inspire some persons out there to join me on the journey. And as I said, let us lose weight together. I have a few things that I usually ensure that I have before I start any weight loss journey, and in this video I want to just share some of those things with you, so that you can get those things together if you don't already have them. The first thing I think you need is a book, right? We have to hold ourselves accountable. And so, as I said, on my next video I am going to do my full body measurement, and that will be my first record in that book. So what we're going to do is every week, every Sunday, we are going to record our progress. So you need that book. I'll show you how to, the different headings and subheadings to put in that book, just so that, you know, we can record our progress each week. You know that when you're trying to lose weight, there are some things that you can't eat, and there are some things that you only need to eat in certain proportions, right? But what I recommend getting is let me show you, measuring cups. So this measuring cup, this came in like one of those supplements that my boyfriend purchased. It has the ounce on one side and the cup on the other side, and then it has milliliter on the other side, right? If you don't have that, then you can get a set of these measuring cups at Bashko, Azan, any of those places. They come as a set. This is just the quarter cup, but it comes as a set with quarter, half, 1 cup, etc. And the small spoons that, you know, measure a teaspoon, half a teaspoon, etc. So this is the set of this is really cheap. I think you can get it for under $2,000. So the other thing you would want to ensure that you have is or you have access to is a body scale, a body weight scale, so that you can track your weight loss progress. What you would also want is a tape measure, just the regular tape measure like the ones that the dressmakers use or the tailor, so that you can measure your body, right? What I also invested in is a food scale. This is actually a digital food scale, but before this one I had the regular food scale, which if you go to the market you'll see the small scale that persons will just put the items in. So it's literally something like that, but it's small and it's specifically for food, so it doesn't go up to like 20 pounds or those large weight. And it measures ounces and gram, right, because it's food. So the food scale is important because especially if you're just starting out, you would want to ensure that you eat the correct quantity of each type of food. And so the food scale is good for measuring the food that you're eating, at least until you get the basic idea. The idea is not for you to weigh your food forever, but just until you get the hang of it and you know that, all right, one chicken leg is about X gram, you know, a chicken breast is Y grams, and so you have the basic idea. All right, another thing that you can also get is a fitness watch. I use my fitness watch mainly to track my steps. If you're trying to lose weight, it is recommended that you get at least between 8,000 and 10,000 steps per day. So the fitness watch is a good tool to track your steps. Also, it tells you stuff like the calories that you would have burned throughout the day, the stairs that you would have climbed if you did that. It just gives you overall, depending on how complex your watch is, it can even measure your heart rate and those things. So it just all depends on the watch that you have. But if you are unable to invest in a smartwatch right now, in terms of measuring your steps, your phone can do that as well once you have the phone on your person when you're walking or you're exercising. So don't worry, if you don't have the smartwatch, you can use your phone. And I'll share some apps with you that if you have an Android phone or you have an iPhone, you know, apps that you can use to measure your steps. All right, the last thing that I am going to suggest that you get is an app called MyFitnessPal. MyFitnessPal has worked wonders for me in the past, and so it is an app that I'll continue to use to track my food. The app, so let me tell you a little bit about the app. MyFitnessPal, basically you include whether you want to lose weight or gain weight. For us, it would be to lose weight. Then you include your fitness level or your fitness activity, and an estimate of the number of pounds that you want to lose per week. Based on that, the app calculates what is seen as your ideal calories per day. Typically, your ideal calories per day would run between 1,200 and about 1,700. And then what you use the app, and that's why the food scale is important, you would put into the app your breakfast, your lunch, and your dinner, your snacks, whatever you have in between. And basically the app tracks your meal by calories, and it will let you know if you have surpassed your calories for the day. Based on the foods that you eat, it also tells you if you have had too much sugar for the day. It tells you if you have had too much fat, too much carbohydrates, etc. So especially if you don't know a lot about food and the calories that are included in food and how those calories impact you, then the food scale and the MyFitnessPal app works wonders, right? And I'll go in depth with all of these in future videos, so don't worry about it. All right, so we are going to start off slow. I'm not going to start going to the gym as yet. What I need to ensure is that what I'm doing is sustainable. I don't want to just start eating all vegetables, start going to the gym, start working out 5-6 times per week, and then in 2 weeks you can't maintain all of that. No, that's not what I'm going to do. Instead, I am going to take it slow, take you guys along with me. Typically I start by drinking a lot of water. So I have this water bottle here. Don't know if you can see it. Right, so this is a gallon bottle. Bought it on Amazon. Most of the things that I've told you about you can get on Amazon. So the aim is to eventually drink one drink of this bottle of water every day. I am not there as yet. Some days I'm drinking like a quarter. Some days I drink a little bit more. But the thing is, when you work out, you drink more water. So the aim is to slowly get to the point where we're drinking more water until eventually we can drink this entire bottle in one day, right? So we want to start by drinking a lot of water. As I said, walking, doing at least 10,000 steps per day, ensuring that we're eating the right things. So you'll see me focus a little bit on eating in some of my other videos, because if you're eating the incorrect thing and then you're working out, basically you're defeating the purpose. I don't want to shock anybody, but essentially if you're working out and you're not eating correctly or appropriately, you're defeating the purpose, especially if you have an excessive weight. If you're at a regular weight and you're working out and you're just eating regularly, then you're maintaining. But in order to lose weight, you need to be in a calorie deficit. And to be in a calorie deficit, you can't be eating everything you see and then say, all right, I'm gonna do a little workout, I'm gonna walk. You know, you're not going to lose weight. And if you do lose weight, you're not going to lose the type of weight that you want to lose. All right, so at the onset, we're going to do a lot of cardio and HIIT. So just stay tuned. We have a lot in store and a lot coming up. Just stay tuned. If you're excited about what is to come, just hit the subscribe button, like this video, you can comment under this video, and just look out for more great content to come. I'm going to take you guys on this journey with me, so just stay tuned. Until next time.